before coming to Tajikistan, what did you know about Tajikistan? How did you imagine it? And when you came, how did you find Tajikistan?
I think I read a little bit before coming here, and just to familiarize myself with the country and the people. But you know, when you read something, it's not the same. So
Yeah.
I'm very happy to have an opportunity to live in this part of the world. I think I've met a lot of very interesting people, very smart, people that have goals in their lives, friendly people, and so you have a wonderful mountains and nature, and it seems like the country is developing quite well. So it's good to know and good to see that kind of a positive development here.
What are some new special things that you learned from Tajikistan? They're like something special, and you want to continue there in the United States or any country that you will visit in the future. Any special thing?
What's special? I think I really like the way people greet each other here. I think the hand on your heart is a very welcoming gesture, and I think this is something, you know, I probably, if I live here another year, I'll probably do it myself. I've seen so many interesting buildings and architecture, the carvings, the painting of the walls, and so this is something that kind of surprised me. I didn't expect that. I see many people engage in different crafts and produce a lot of beautiful things. So that's, I think, find that's very wonderful to know.
Yeah, that's great. And I want to ask something about your first day in Tajikistan. I mean that what was the first Tajik food you have tested? The first Tajik clothes if you were like worn?
I think I've tried plov before, and I tried other dishes very similar because we lived in Kazakhstan before Tajikistan, so the food might be somewhere similar. But I think the most delicious Tajik thing that I've ever tried was the kurtob. Right. I thought that was wonderful, and it's very tasty. It's very rich. I have to be careful about eating so much, a lot of rich food, but that's very delicious.
Which parts of Tajikistan have you visited during your living here, and was there any special impression that you gained from here?
Unfortunately, I have not traveled as much maybe as my husband. We did visit Hujand in the year before pandemic. So I found Hujand very modern, a very interesting city. There's lots of wonderful people as well. So I think the only experience was Hujand so far. I would love to visit Pamir at some point. I've heard a lot of good things about the mountains, and I would like to visit the university there as well. Since I'm a teacher, I'm very much interested in education, so I would love to do that at some point. Hopefully, we will be able to do that in the near future, and right now the conditions and it doesn't allow to travel as much and meet with other people.
So something about your children, does any of them visit Tajikistan?
Our youngest son came to visit actually several times. He's a student at the university. Unfortunately, our two older sons were unable to come because of their job scheduling challenges. It takes about 2 days to get here from the United States. So it takes, but they are promising hopefully next spring to come and visit.
Sure. So have you ever wear any kind of Tajik clothes here in Tajikistan? Do you interest in Tajik clothes?
Tajik clothes?
Yes.
I do have a special like I'm not sure how to call it, like a coat for I acquired to wear for maybe major holidays here. I find that traditional clothes are very beautiful and with lots of colors. And it's wonderful to see women wear those traditional clothes here, and I understand how much effort and craft is going into making those. The stitching and the weaving and the designs are very pretty.
As we learned, you have like visited several countries of Central Asia and European countries. So we want to ask it, how did you differ the Tajikistan culture and traditions from other European or Asian countries?
So we lived in many countries, as you might know, or we lived in Germany, and we lived in China, in Japan, in Russia. So in Kazakhstan was our previous posting. So I think every culture is very unique. Every country is very unique. And I enjoyed living in all of them because they offer different opportunities and different experiences to foreigners. I think I find maybe Tajikistan has a much more traditional society with very kind of traditional values and more maybe in some ways conservative values, and comparing maybe to other countries. So it's a different experience. Every country has its own pluses and minuses.
As we know, the people who visit as countries, they get like something like memorable from the country and carry it to their own countries. So, for example, if you leave Tajikistan, what will you carry to United States or any other countries that you will visit?
I try. I'm not a big shopper. I try to at least get one or two things, and I do like paintings, and I like beautiful dishes that the local craftsmen produce. So I think either a painting or something that shows the creativity of Tajik people that will always remind me of Tajikistan.
Have you listened like Tajik music?
I listen to Tajik music every single day I drive to my work. I turn on the radio and I listen to Tajik language, even though maybe I cannot understand most of what is said, but I like the melody of the language. It's very musical, and I think that your music is very, very beautiful to listen to, very harmonious.
What about your hobbies here in Tajikistan? What do you actually like?
I enjoy reading a lot. I try to follow the news. I'm interested in women's issues here, and quite closely follow the cultural news as well. I have visited and met a lot of very successful businesswomen in the society. I enjoy, my husband and I will like hiking, as I mentioned before, so we do go out as often as we can. I like to see how ordinary people in the villages or small towns live. It's very interesting to me because it is such a different country from